All right, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth. And peace, blessings, salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work, to the few sisters that's listening and learning. Those are of the hopeful elect. All right, this is Samak coming to you with the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai with another lesson. And I just want to go into, praying the Lord to deliver us from hell. I'm gonna title this video somewhere around the lines of, deliver us from hell. And what gave me the inspiration to do this video is personal, experiences and tribulations, because all of us brothers going through our own little, tribulations and shit. Some brothers more than other, but at some point in this truth, we catch hell. And it gets to the point where it gets a little frustrating, And I had an episode earlier where I'm gonna say recently, like for the last month, I'll say a lot of shit just been happening to me. It's been like a domino effect. But just these last few days has been like the brunt of it, the climax, if you will, of all the shit that's going on, and it hit my spirit, basically, to a frustration. We feel we're human, right? We ain't perfect. We feel frustration, anger. We get all these different emotions and feelings. But it's okay to feel these things, but just don't act out of those, right? Because the scripture says, it says, "Be angry, but sin not." Roughly paraphrasing, right? So, and I say that to say this. I had an episode where, it's just one bad thing after another. It's just like, fuck. I had hit that like, fuck. I was like, bro, I'm tired of this shit. This weak ass fucking life. I hate this shit. I'm tired of this shit. I'm ready for it to end, man. And, and it wasn't in the manner of like a suicidal type of situation, but like, bro, you just fucking tired, bro. You get tired of dealing with the bullshit in Babylon. You get tired of, it's always some shit going wrong, man. Like what's that theory? I think it's Newton's theory. I could be wrong, but it says anything that can go wrong will go wrong, right? That's kind of how the nature of my last few weeks have been. But through the spirit of Party about Shimmy Howard Shy, I kind of like, I brushed it off. I kind of move forward. But it gets frustrating, man. But the point is, man, hey, that's when our prayers need to be fervent is all, man. That's when and it's a good thing it's like that hasting spirit kicks in, man, and that's okay, right? Because we want deliverance, man. We need deliverance, we need to be delivered. We in hell, man. We're literally living in hell, bro. What's the scripture say? Angels that lost their first estate. It was something, yeah, or that fell from their first estate. Jude 1:6. It says, "And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness until the judgment of the day of the Lord." Right. So we're going to be in these chains of darkness until the judgment of the Lord, man. That great day. When Yahweh Shemi Yahushai sends nuclear missiles upon America and judgment upon the world, man. That great day is going to be a terrible day of darkness. But on the same token, on the other side, it's going to be a day of rejoicing and happiness and praise and everlasting joy for the elect, man. The elect of the nation of Israel. Those that get translated and beamed into those chariots and get delivered, man. And ultimately get changed and get those new bodies, man. So we can go back to our original estate, man. So we can go back to our glorious estate, which is being holy and perfect. We have those celestial bodies at that point, and we're no longer being hell. So that's the day that we're hastening and praying for, man. What does it say in Second Esdras? It says, pray for a few days unto you, for the kingdom of heaven is already prepared, man. So we should be praying for fewer and fewer and fewer days, man. We should be praying for Babylon to be destroyed, pray for this life to be over, man, because we hate our lives, man. I'm sure you brothers can attest to this as well and relate. Like, we hate our lives, man. We don't hate living, but we hate our current situation and living situations, man. You know, we hate being in sin, you know, and we hate being in these weak, foul bodies that are subject unto lust and despair and doubt and lack of patience, lack of and slothfulness, you know, all the things that separate you from the spirit, all the things that make a man imperfect, man. You know, those are the things that we hate. And in return, we love righteousness. We love obedience, perfection, glory, honor, you know, temperance. We delight in those things. And those things are of the spirit, which the spirit is leads to life. But the other emotions lead to the carnal mind or the body, which is mortal, which with mortality itself is subject unto death, man. So that's why we need deliverance, man, because we're in hell, man. We need to be delivered from hell. And you know, with all the prophecies that are popping off, and you know, Esau and all this bullshit, everybody getting sick, man. You know, it's very important that, you know, brothers really take care of their bodies a lot more, man. You know, and I speak to myself first, man. I know I got to do a much better job of taking care of my body. And I know too much, man. I know too much about eating a clean diet. I know too much about certain herbs and the benefits they have for the body. I know too much about exercising and the benefits, and, you know, how to stay in shape, how to keep your heart and stamina healthy. You know, I know too much to be slacking off, man. And sometimes I feel like we can lose sight of, not really lose sight of, but we kind of get distracted and steered off the path that we're supposed to be on because of all the shit that we go through in the world, you know. And I'm speaking for myself, but I'm almost sure that there's a lot of brothers out there that feel the same way. You know, we get distracted sometimes because of not just the wickedness of the world, but because of all the bullshit we go through, man. You know, all the financial troubles that we go through, all the ailments that brothers might be going through, even though they're trying to eat clean or better. You know, sometimes the Lord just has you know, different lots for different brothers. But, you know, a lot of these things can take a toll on us, man. You know, brothers dealing with ailments in their body, you know, some brothers out here got cancer, maybe, you know, brothers got sickle cell and, you know, different diseases and things that they've had since like birth or since they were a child, man. And it's rough, man, because all your life, you know, you've been doing one thing. Like, you may have been, you know, tending to Esau's medicines and things like that. But now here it is, you come to the truth, you try to take a more natural approach, because we know the Lord put the medicines in the earth. And we try to, you know, put our trust in the Lord. But that brings me to the next precept I'm going to grab. The Lord is long suffering. Let me see. I believe there's a couple precepts that say this specific thing, but I don't really have a specific one in mind. But let me just type in long suffering. Yeah, matter of fact, let me do that. Let me type in long suffering and see what. No. Matter of fact, maybe I could. Let me check something real quick. Let me check Sirach 2 and see if that goes into it. But y'all pretty much get the point. I'm not going to really like try to stress it so long. But I just want to see yeah, you know. Yeah, I'm going to just leave that there. So let me see something real quick. Matter of fact, I guess this is like one of the most popular ones. Numbers 14 and 18 says, "For Yahweh is long-suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generations." Exactly. So the point in that I want to highlight, as you can see, is long-suffering, man. The Lord is long-suffering. You know, he's visiting our iniquities from, like I said, all of our past lives, man. You know, going down to the third, fourth generation. You know, when you come back in the spirit, you know. So, and we, you know, through the spirit, we believe this is our last reincarnation, man. If brothers die on this side, you know, hey, man, if the Lord keep it as the way he keep it, you know, the third or fourth generation, you know, we come back, then hey, this is it, man. This is the last life, man, that we'll live in these in a carnal body, in a mortal body, man. So you know, we listen, we want to be delivered, because like I was saying, man, the Lord is long suffering. You know, we going through different situations and shit that fuck with us, man. You know, all these different things, they fuck with us, man. They try to take us off our game, and sometimes, you know, it works, but at the end of the day, you know, we constantly moving forward, but you know, it's bound to happen that, you know, bullshit in your life, you know, especially younger brothers in the truth, you know, we're not as experienced as you know, as our elders and apostles who've been doing this for 20 years plus years or whatever. So, you know, they tend to have a stronger backbone than us younger brothers. Not only that, they're aged in the body as well, so that also plays a part in it as well. You know, being us younger brothers who are both younger in the body and in the spirit. You know, we kind of we're getting hardened, basically, if you will. You know, you can look at it. We're getting, the Lord is hardening us, because when Jacob's trouble hit, and you know, the love of many is going to wax cold, man. It's going to be cold out here, man. And I ain't talking about the weather, man, but yo, it's going to be chaos. You know, niggas ain't going to be caring about nothing. You know, they're not going to regard the well-being of another person if it don't benefit them, man. So you can just imagine the chaos is going to be in this place, man. Niggas just going to shoot you just for looking at them the wrong way, man. Just for standing too close, walking too close, man. You know, motherfucker might see you with a coat on and just kill you because you got a coat that's heavier than the coat they got on, man. Listen, man. We can't even fathom. Even Esau can't even put in movies the kind of shit that's going to happen, because the scripture says that I have not seen, no time have ever been on the earth, man. So let me jump back over to Ecclesiasticus 9, and I'm gonna read 11. It says, envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. Right? Because, you know, you look in the world and you see people that's in the world not in this truth, and you look at them like, damn, man, they living such a good life, man. It seems like they don't go through shit. They got all the money, cars, clothes, everything just going right for them. But the scriptures say, envy not the glory of a sinner, because you don't know what the end is. They're living good now, but in reality, they're going to be destroyed, man. Verse 12, it says, delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember they shall not go unpunished to the grave. Right? We don't delight in the wickedness of this world, man. You know, the folly of this world, because it's set in great dignity. So we don't delight in adultery and death and drugs and all that bullshit that these people really delight in, man. So I'm gonna jump over to I'm gonna go to Ecclesiasticus 11 and 21, and it says marvel not at the works of a sinner, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord to on the sudden make a poor man rich, man. And I bring that out because really not even going into just a rich man speaking in money, but it's nothing for the Lord to make a low man high, right? It's nothing for the Lord to bring us from the bottom to the top. And that's exactly what he's going to do in the blink of an eye, because we're on the bottom now, and we're going to be on the bottom until that last minute, that last second, right? At that last second, when Wisdom of Solomon 5 comes into play, when the heathen will they'll see our salvation, you know what I mean? The strangeness of our salvation. When that prophecy comes to pass, when we get beamed into those chariots, man, At that point, the Most High is bringing us high. So it's literally going to happen in the blink of an eye, man. As the scripture said, the twinkling of an eye, he shall be changed. So it's nothing, man, for the Lord to bring a low man high. So that's what he's going to do. At that point, the Lord is delivering us from our hell. So if you take anything from this video, I'm going to leave you with this. Don't let the tribulations and shit that we go through in the world, don't let it steer you off from the goal, the main goal and purpose of our lives. Because once we woke up to this truth and we were called to do this work, that was our purpose, man. Our purpose is to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai until the day we die. And it's just that, man. Sirach 12 and Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, man. The whole duty of a man is to fear the Lord and keep his commandments. So that's our purpose now. Our purpose is to serve the Most High, to get back in his good graces and be delivered. And don't let the bullshit that we go through in this world knock you off your game, man. All right. Now, Lord willing, this video was edifying. Until next time, I want to say shalom.